Hello, everyone. My name is Riley, and for my business, I chose to do a bakery. I have always wanted to start a bakery ever since I was little. I've always loved to bake, and I've always loved to cook for people and serve people and just see my sweet treats make them happy. So let's get started. My executive summary is the name of my business is Riley's Smiley Bakery, and it will be located on the main street of Wallace, North Carolina. Our mission is to provide fresh ingredients, great flavor, fun sweets, and put smiles on the faces of our customers. We will sell cakes, cupcakes, cookies, brownies, pies, and ice cream. We will market our product to anyone and everyone who has a sweet tooth. Our sweets are for everyone. The advantage of buying from my bakery as opposed to other baked goods is the quality of the ingredients that I use. My ingredients would be farm fresh to table. I would also strive to make my products affordable so everyone can enjoy them. I will be the sole owner of this business and I will also run and oversee day to day operations. I have experience in gardening, dealing with local farmers, great people skills, and some business knowledge. My business would start out small, but if our product and store does well, I can see myself managing multiple stores across North Carolina. I would also love to cater birthday parties, weddings, or any type of get together once we gain staff and a following. Part one of my business plan. As I mentioned earlier, the name of my business is Riley's Smiley Bakery and will sell cakes, cupcakes, cookies, brownies, pies, and ice cream. The form of business that I would use would be sole proprietorship, and I would do this because I want complete creative freedom to do as I please. I don't want to ask shareholders or a business partner for a reason to do something. I just want to be able to go out and do what I want. And I would also want to be taxed at the individual tax rate because that would just make life a whole lot easier. My ideal customer, as I mentioned earlier, would be anyone with a sweet tooth. And some advantages of shopping at my bakery would be the fresh ingredients that I use. My dad actually has a garden of his own, a huge garden, and we have chickens. So he grows blueberries, strawberries, eggs, and all sorts of other good things that I could put into my cookies or cakes or pies. All my baked goods would be made daily, so you would never come into my store and get a bad brownie or a stale cake. It would all be very fresh. I would want to make my products affordable so that a family can come in and not break the bank and they could all enjoy their sweet treats. And it's always good to support local businesses, so that would just be another reason to shop at my bakery, and 5% of our profits go back into the community. So that would go to local farmers or just community projects, anything to help. My mission statement is providing fresh ingredients, great flavor, and fun sweets. Riley's Smiley Bakery is sure to put a smile on your face. And then we would always strive to be honest, transparent, and accountable. We would be sure to put every ingredient in our goods either on the packaging or somewhere where our customers could see them so that they would know exactly what is in the food that they're eating. And then, as I mentioned earlier, our social responsibility is the 5% back into the community for local farms and projects. The industry that I'm in is the food industry, and bakeries across America are all currently thriving. So that makes me very excited to get into this industry. Some opportunities are opening other stores or starting a catering business, and some threats would be having to close my own store because of a lack of profit. Some business goals would be to make a profit, to gain a good following, and to lock down some menu items. So these would all be first year business goals. I would make it my goal to lock down our menu so that because I would find out what people liked and what they didn't like, and I could just make sure that my menu was everything that people liked. Some company strengths, as I have mentioned, are the flavor and freshness of our baked goods, and these will hopefully solidify the already good name of the food industry. The raw materials that we would use are ingredients, obviously. So that's your basic butter, flour, sugar, vanilla, eggs. And then we would also need industrial ovens, industrial freezers, industrial refrigerators, some showcases, and other baking materials like spatulas, cooking utensils, and baking trays. Some anticipated challenges would be getting recognition and getting all the permits that are required to sell food and drinks. But my planned response is to just do my research and be prepared for everything that is coming my way. The management would be I am basically managing everything. I'll be the manager, the head baker, and the owner of the store. So everything will happen by me. Some marketing research. As I have mentioned, my target audience and my target market is just anyone with a sweet tooth. I don't really have a target market, but I would strive to make my baked goods affordable for all. The assessment of the competition is my biggest competitors would be industrial bakeries like Walmart or Food Lion, and this is because they're very popular and they can make cakes very quickly and very cheaply, whereas my cakes are fresh and they take a while because it is a smaller operation. The product or service is my product stands out because of the ingredients I use and because my store would be a relaxing place for people to enjoy desserts at. I would, after the first year, I would try to make my store have a little patio or an area where people can sit and enjoy their desserts. The pricing that I would use would be penetration pricing to start out and then shift to a set price. And this is so I can attract customers to come to my store and then hook them with my great flavored baked goods. Some distribution issues would be that my products will be sold only out of my store, and this could be a potential issue because I won't be getting as much publicity and people won't be seeing my product as much because it is only sold at one place. But I would hope to combat this with advertising, and I would advertise on all social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. I would use all of these platforms because I would be sure to reach lots of people of all age groups, and because advertising on social media platforms is completely free. So that would make my life a whole lot easier. My promotion would be I would also make merchandise for my store, such as t shirts, hats, and sweatshirts. My expected revenue is listed, but it is hard to make expected revenue for a bakery because pricing varies so much with cakes and cupcakes and pies. Because some days I might only sell 3 cupcakes, and some days I might sell 3 dozen. And with cakes, I may make a 1 tier cake that costs $40, or I might make a wedding cake that costs $300. But I did the math, and my bakery's revenues would be roughly $146,000 a year. I made a chart for the cost of doing business, and it lists my expenses, my expected monthly costs, and my expected yearly cost. A couple of my expected yearly costs I had to list as just a one time cost, and that would be like my oven and my refrigerator because I will only need to purchase those things one time, but they will be an expensive one time purchase, but they should last me a while. And then my startup costs, I decided to go with about $200,000. I could probably do it with $180,000, but I just decided that it would be better to have a little extra money so that we could have a little wiggle room and we wouldn't be cutting it so close. And then financing, I probably wouldn't start this business right out of college. I would want to get my career set and I'd love to be a dentist. So I would try to work extra hours and save extra money so that I could make the $200,000 and I wouldn't have to go into debt and I wouldn't have to borrow or take out any loans. So that is my business plan. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation, and owning a bakery would make life the sweetest. Thank you so much.